Well, I went to church yesterday. This is going to be a terrible, terrible review of church. But it was just one of the worst sermons I'd ever heard in my life. The pastor gets up there, and this is like the fifth or sixth Sunday. We're looking for a new church right now. And he preached, and this is the third time I've heard him preach, and he has not told one story this whole time. Like, his level of vulnerability to the congregation is literally zero. I mean, like, I know nothing about this guy. And he gets up there and he says like 15 Greek words, just pure jargon, gives me no experience. And then he walks away. And of course I'm furious because, like, nobody's gotten any victory. Nobody's gotten any power. Nobody's been infused with life-changing love that the Christian faith professes that you get. And I'm like, man, you just came in here and then you just like shat a bunch of jargon all over me and wasted an hour of my time.
Sure. Have you ever seen the Blues Brothers?
Yeah.
Okay, so when they go to the church and like James Brown is giving the sermon.
Yeah.
I remember watching that being like, if that's how church was, and I think it kind of is for like a lot of the Black communities, and like I would have been there like every day. And a lot of those like gospel musicians are so good too, because they got mentors like when they were kids right off the bat. They had like great musicians showing them like, how to just get there quick. And then they also had the spirit of the thing too. So that when they were playing, it was like, okay, well, we're celebrating God and community and like that.
Yeah.
If someone comes up to me and they're like, yeah, I learned how to play music in church, like in like a gospel kind of band, I'm like, yeah, they're probably really good.
They're probably really good. Well, and the other thing that they really learn to do is they learn how to vamp really well. And they can sit there and it's not, and vamping is its own skill because I look at vamping more like a energy jazz. Like, you're not playing necessarily jazz, but what you're doing is it's energy and flow, and you're kind of like in it, like every good band, to me, that's a good band. The vamp is indicative of the worship experience that people are looking for when they go to a concert.
Yeah. So I like comparing the music to the sermon. So why don't you pick up where you left off with that story? That was just, it was dry. It was uninspired. You were like, this sucks.
Oh yeah. It was dry. It was uninspired. There was no felt experience. The Bible is adamant that we experience the power of God through the blood of Jesus and forgiveness and compassion, all that sort of stuff, and by the word of our testimony. So if you don't share your story, if you don't share your felt experience, if you don't share that love in a way that other people can relate to it, then you didn't give anybody anything of any value. It's actually a requirement to experience victory. And that's one of the reasons I love AA, is because we share our actual experience right there. Boom.